Hey, how are you? My name is Sarah, and in this video, I'm going to show you how I'm going to rescue this aloe plant. So as you can see here, this aloe plant, this was donated to me by a good friend who just wanted me to rescue it for her. It's pretty root bound. You can see like there's an awful lot of like intertwining of the roots, and the plant is like, it looks healthy, some like pretty juicy leaves, but it's not doing that well. And so basically what I'm going to do here is, with the help of the Holy Father, who I'm about to pray to in a minute, I'm going to try to rescue this plant so it can be healthier. And it's going to entail like basically splitting off these aloe pups, because I think that they just need to be repotted. I think a lot of the like deadness needs to be removed. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to do all of that in just a minute. But first, I'm just going to pray. Father in heaven, please thank you, and thank you so much for these plants. But please, Father, if you can be with us today, help us to be stewards over this plant and over all of the nature and goodness that you put into our path, Father. And we love you very much. Please help us to steward over these plants today. Amen. Okay, so here I go. I'm gonna show you step by step. I'm just going to, as you can see here, it's all kind of compacted. And I'm just gonna be splitting them off one by one. Now, this one, for example, so I split it off, and there are these little kind of like dry kind of like leaves that just died. So I'm going to just remove those. And well, the dirt is like getting everywhere all over my floor, but that's okay, I'll clean it up. Just really going to remove them and even like take out some of the dirt. I like to actually look at like the root structure. So you can see here, like there are some pretty healthy roots. Some of them, should always look at the roots. Like some of them, like this one looks, for example, like it's a little dry. But I would say like overall some pretty healthy roots, you know? So here you go, here's one. And wow, I mean, there's pretty much like, there's like the main plant. Wow. See, like you can see here, these kind of like dead roots that are coming off. We just show you like what a blessing it really is to be able to, be with this plant and work with this plant today. Here's like a little baby one. I guess they call these the aloe pups. There's a aloe pup. And this one, I don't know about this one. I don't know if this one, I don't know if this one is actually gonna make it. As you can see, it looks like it's a little bit dry. I'll just be like, maybe removing the deadness. And just seeing like, where that goes. The more leaves you remove, the less the capacity, the lower the capacity for the plant. It actually doesn't smell rotten, by the way. These roots don't smell it, like these roots don't smell rotten, but the lower the capacity for the plant to make food. So we'll see what happens. I'll try, it's the best I can do. Look at this, like I still have a whole huge thing here. So here I am just breaking off, just piece by piece. Oh my gosh. Gently just breaking off. And here, this looks like this is like a pretty good root system right here. And then hey, look at this, like you could just see these dead roots. Glory be to God that these roots are still healthy. I mean, this root looks like these roots are a little bit dead at the end. So I'm just clipping off like the deadness. This looks like this little tip would be dead over here. Okay, just have a few more. I'll kind of just accelerate through the process. Oh, wow, this one was pretty centrally located within the plant, and this one looks like it's pretty healthy too. So far I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. that have come out of this. And one of the things that I really love about like these plant rescues, when you can split off a plant like this, is the ability to gift to other people. You know, one of the things that I'm really so grateful for, that, you know, Jesus Christ has given us is this gift of generosity. And it's certainly one of the values that I think he wants us to embrace as we live out his glory. And it's so beautiful when you can, look at this plant. This leaf was all dead, but otherwise this one was pretty healthy. Look at this one. I love it when I can get a plant and split it up or propagate it and then like give it away to some of my friends or just someone that might be in need, you know, especially if they have children, it can be very educational for them. So just keep that in mind, you know, if your plants aren't doing well, you can always just like give it to somebody to rescue. Some people love doing these projects, you know, or just if you do have plants, just keep it like, think to yourself, like, who can I give some of this to? You know, I have like an oregano. I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it on my table. Anyways, I have an oregano that's doing really well, and I've been propagating it, and I think I'm going to give back this pot here. This one isn't. This one, I would say this one is pretty much a wild card. Like, I'm not encouraged by the lack of like a lot of, I guess you could say, leaves on it. I'm not encouraged by that, but I'm gonna give it a try, you know, I'm gonna try my best, and oh my goodness. Look at this, you can see, hold on, let me take off these two big ones. Oh my gosh, I actually have to like saw this off. Anyways, if you look in the middle, there's like a little baby one growing. Isn't that so wonderful and precious? You know, I really love God, but I also love, and I love all of his creations, and I especially love seeing the life that God has created. And, you know, and I'm so blessed that he's put some of these forms of life in my path. What a blessing from God to see new plants growing. I don't like it when plants die, but I love when they grow and there are new ones that are born. So I'm just taking off like these kind of scraggle. See, like there's this little like kind of scraggly leaf right here. So you can see that in there. Can't you see that? There, okay, like this one's a little scraggly, so I'm just gonna peel it off. And I will probably be like posting up a plant rescue video showing results of this aloe rescue in you know, maybe a few months, but I'm not gonna bore you with, I'm actually gonna probably like have to get a saw or something. Here's this one. I don't know how well this one's gonna do. It does have some roots. It was the best I could do to get it off. This, I don't know. Next, I think I'm probably gonna have to like saw this down with something, like a knife or saw or something. But basically, I'm just going to take these beautiful, I guess you could call them pups, or these, you know, basically these plants. And I think this one would probably be a good size for it. I'm just gonna plant it into like this planter. And I'm just gonna give it some water. And there we go. That will be the steps of the plant rescue. So thank you so much for being here. I hope that you've enjoyed this video about me rescuing an aloe plant. Let me know if you have rescued aloe plants or if you've rescued plants and how it's gone. God bless.